T-Man 978 Chill Review. Hello everyone, right now I'm reviewing Robots in Disguise Warrior Class Soundwave. I know this guy isn't going to be in packaging later when I actually start filming this review, so I might as well film this right now. There you go, here you are. Here are the 14 steps of transformation instruction. There's no bio or nothing, you know how it works. What would happen if you took these three bots and just gangbanged them all together? You would end up with this guy right here. And he looks surprisingly nice. Why do I say those three people in particular? He has animated overall body structure with War/Fall of Cybertron's angular sharpness. And he has Prime's face. But speaking of face, look at that detail inside of his little light piping area right there. You can see the outline of a face in there. Like you can see the visor and maybe a mouth guard or just a mouth in there, which is kind of weird. But bringing the packaging back in, I can see that he was supposed to have a painted visor. But truthfully, really though, that's the only place they didn't give him paint. This is truly like a Platinum Edition Robots in Disguise figure. I've never seen a Robots in Disguise Warrior Class figure with this much paint. It's amazing. It's phenomenal. Like, his paint right there with blue paint outside of the legs. The rims are painted. That black right there, painted. Whole forearm, like painted. This is gray paint, red paint, and then blue paint right there. The whole friggin' forearm. Of course, that yellow right there. The crotch is painted blue with gray cassette deck details. They put a different shade of paint right there, that purple on the shoulders. His face has gray paint around the sides. This whole gun is painted two different colors. Like it has that gray right there, but it's a metallic blue right there, which unfortunately is scuffed on the top right there. And I really can't believe how much detail they gave him. And of course these rims in the front are painted. Like I normally don't sit here and go into paint detail, but when it's a Robots in Disguise figure and it has this much paint, you have to. Outside of that, this actual weapon is articulated. I can't believe that. The head is on a nice ball joint. Unfortunately, it's kind of a little bit too far down in my opinion. Like you can lift it up, but then the panel that it's on gets really floppy, so you gotta shove it down to keep his head in place. But he has a nice bit of articulation. Like he has the joint that can go up there, just like they've been putting in all the Titans Returns. He has this ball joint right here that can swing around weird like that, but he can reach in front of himself. The ball jointed elbow, you know what they do. He has like an abdominal waist joint right there. Ball joint so he can kick all the way back and forward and out to the side. Thigh swivel, knee that bends, and that was my fault because these joints are tight, and that's another thing. The joints are tight. Knee bends about 90 degrees, and the toe can go up and down. It's like the only thing he's missing, and I almost thought he had it right there. Looking at it from this angle, I thought he had wrist swivel. That's like the only thing he's missing. Besides putting the gun on the back, he can hold it in his hand, or at least it should be. Yeah, there you go. 5mm bag. Like that's one of the only things I miss. Like I wish, well, besides wrist swivel, like I said, I wish he had an extra gun. I mean, I could let him borrow Fall of Cybertron's gun, but just like his overall look. kind of wish that the chest came in a little bit more. That's my problem I had with animated Soundwave, but it's not too bad. I do like his overall bulky look. And I like the way this hangs over right there, and the way the arms, these wheels fill in the arm. That looks really, really nice. And the only main hollow place he got is on his back right there. And he has a stand port. I'm not sure if any of the other Robots in Disguise Warrior Class figures has a stand port, but I really dig them. If you want some difference in them, you could switch his arm up like that if you want. That's a viable arm right there. But it definitely looks better this way to me. Here is a direct comparison against all the other three, with all four of them, basically. That's what I was about to say. And there you go. The transformation is decently easy enough, but I am a professional transformer. So basically, let's see if I can do this without taking this gun off. Bend that back, rotate this forward, and wrap his head around that way. Now rotate, get back down there. Rotate this down like that. So now that's the hood of the truck he turns into. This part bends out, but the crotch still stays where it is. It goes back like that. The thighs rotate like this on both sides. And like I said, it's so tight you might wind up taking the legs off. Unhinge the wheels and rotate these feet down. Move this gun out of the way. Slot the legs together like that. And rotate them up like this. Now the arms, as you saw me half transform, go like that. This little piece comes down. And this piece comes up there. But you have to rotate the arms back first before you can bring this piece up like that. And that's kind of reminiscent of the Fall of Cybertron one. Now basically you move the arm into that position right there and rotate this joint down. And guess what? It pegs in the front. It pegs back here. And it pegs down there. So 3 pegging points on a RID figure. And boom. Make sure just everything's straight and lining up. This waist is a little bit bent, so that could cause issues. But now he is like an armored car with a little cannon on the top. And the cannon, if you can't see it, does have like little missile ports right there, which is cool. So it's covered in the back, and now it's like a solid car. The only issue, these visible hands right there. But depending on the surface, it does roll, which a car should do. But I like it. It's like they took Breakdown from Transformers Prime, smashed it with Fall of Cybertron Soundwave, and got this. And plus, maybe added a little bit of the Transformers Prime Viacons, because that's what this reminds me of. It's like he's a bulked out Viacon. So that's cool. Put this over here if you want. It also looks like they can slot here. Yeah, you can put it there if you want. So that's a little bit lower, and that looks a little bit more natural than these ports right there. So maybe this is for robot mode, and down here where it would look more natural is where that should be. Vehicle mode comparison. Looking at this, I can see that it's an evolution of the Fall Cybertron mold more than anything, because this just looks like a Scion. And the real trial of this comparison, I haven't transformed this dude since I bought it. I bought the Soundwave and I hated the legs, and I basically never did anything with it. There you go. That's how big they are next to each other. So, this is cool. If you don't get any other R&D figure, you can get this. I pretty much got it because Extra Zero told me that it was nicely painted and it's Soundwave. So I was already intrigued and interested. So I like it. It's good for what it is. It was on sale. Maybe that sale is still going on at Toys R Us. I don't know. So if you want it, go get it. Anyway, if you like this video, let me know by liking the video. Let me know by subscribing. Subscribe. Share my shit. Until next time, T-Man978, out of here. Comment as well. Bye.